Welcome to the Daily High on this fantastic Friday morning, Friday night in Australia. Tone, how are you, mate? Must be feeling good.
Yeah, no, feeling great. I must have, ate, drank, or did some substance 24 hours ago. Why the hell did I go short on a 24-hour trade? I was going to bed last night and I'm like, all right, this is getting a little out of control. It's gonna pull back. I wake up in the morning, I get to my laptop to set up the show, and I overslept too. And I'm like, holy shit, this thing is not stopping. This is why it's good that my actual trading is in swing positions and why I'm not a day trader. But we're gonna go and take a look at what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it's so funny because we've been talking here for about 20 minutes, so I haven't seen what's happened in the charts the last 20 minutes. Normally that's not a big deal, but I think that right now it'll either be up higher or it'll drop or we'll see.
All right, why don't you
I
go first, and then I'm
I
gonna
might go
analyze my
first.
stupidity.
I'm gonna go first because I got some good news for all the map fans. Yes, we've dropped. Damn it. That's not good. All right, cool. So lock it in right now. 170 profit. Bang. 16.7%. Fantastic. I'm going to add that.
Yep.
Plus
Yeah, go ahead. Add
one.
that in now. Add
Yeah.
170.
One. All
And
right.
I think I lost about 170. So I think I lost the same as you, or maybe I lost. I went zero leverage. I just didn't think it was gonna move much after what it moved. But well,
Did you only go zero leverage? Damn it. I was hoping you'd locked up a
no,
bit
I
higher.
had leverage of one maybe. Well, I didn't know zero was possible. I thought it starts at one. Anyway,
No, one
let's
one is zero. One is zero. Okay, let's go.
let's go on my end. Where is here it is. Nope, not that one. This one. So I'm only down 75 actually. So
You're still
let me
winning.
see how my PNL is doing. Going down 75. Oh, it's not too bad.
Not
I'm
too
at
bad.
275.
You're still winning.
I'm still up on PNL. Yeah, I had no leverage. And let me briefly talk about this. This is our 1 hour chart. At the time of the trade, we were sitting right around here, I believe. Yeah, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. yesterday. And while the 1 hour chart was kind of bullish, the charts were a little overextended. And on my daily chart, we were already on a green star candle, which means I'm bullish daily. The weekly, I was still disappointed in because it's happening on the price flip candle and not on the green star candle. And I talked about this. I was hoping that the green star candle would come next week at a significantly lower price, closer to 44,000 than 47,000. But we don't always, get to control prices. And the weekly MRI, not giving a buy indication until the following candle, looks to be in line with the alpha numerics weekly, because it needs to cross the modified lucid SAR, which currently sitting at 48,500, and next week is going to be a little bit lower. So alpha numerics and the MRI are in line with these delayed bullish calls. However, in the Consensio trading, which is my pretty much represents my retirement account, I follow this. I would say 80% of the correlation of how my retirement account is invested in Bitcoin follows this chart. And I was 100% bullish in that chart since a few weeks ago. So at least my actual PNL is doing well. Maybe not the trading contest PNL, but my actual PNL is doing great. And so is yours.
Yep. Yes, mate.
This is going to be a shorter show. Matt's got another show coming up on this channel, a new show, Trader Talks with Fibble Swanee. So since I do have my charts up, let me just briefly go through it. Now, I still believe that we're going to top out before the halving in the low to mid 50s. So I have this box. This box is in line with the MRI. And if we continue going up at this pace, Of course, we're going to reach this area way sooner than the MRI calls for it. But right now, I am looking at bullishness into the 53, 52, 53 $1,000 range into up to say 40, 57 and a half, maybe 58. I am looking for that area to get hit prior to the halving, and then a pullback along with the halving. Allocation chart, 100% bullish, and it's looking amazing. And the daily chart is just getting started based on the MRI. So that's good. The moving average is going to cross over sooner than later. The entire picture would be bullish. I really thought that this horizontal range would serve a little bit as resistance, pulling back to the moving average in the middle of the range. It didn't do that. So what does that mean now? Now I am bullish into an MRI top, however, which should come sometime next week. However, let me delete these arrows now because they are irrelevant. I still believe that this area of 44, 45,000 is going to rear its ugly head once again. So I still think there is a pullback coming down into this area before the eventual move to above 50. Does it have to happen? Of course not. And I don't like double tops because they're meant to be broken to the upside. And I don't like the fact that we're now on a 3 based on the MRI. I mean, I do like it from the MRI perspective, but pulling back from here down into the moving averages is a little bit less likely. Now I am looking for that MRI top next week and then a pullback. So we are going up a little too far too fast, but hey, you know, maybe Bitcoin is running out of liquidity on exchanges and nobody can stop the big rise. All right, I'm going to leave it here and I'm going to give it off to Matt.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks. Yes, we do have the I've got the Trader Talks is coming on directly after this show. I'll be filming it directly after this show and posting it later on tonight with Fibbo20. It's going to be really fantastic. We meant to do it last week, but my internet didn't work on the OBS software, so we're going to just do it on Zoom, just like this. I'm really excited about to see what Fibbo20 thinks about this market. I can't wait to hear what his views are right now on the market. Just looking at the charts, I'll turn off float for a second. Yeah, I mean, this is Tone said to me prior to the show, we were just discussing about how valuable I think that the little standalone show I made about diversified trading within a single asset is. And I really urge you to go and watch that if you haven't already seen it, because this is it in a nutshell right now. As anyone who's been following the shows knows, and you're probably sick of hearing it, as I go to the weekly time frame, I'm still in all of my spot position longs from 17,200, all of my secondary spot position from 27,200. I closed out leverage long positions here. I got stopped. I liquidated 2 very, very small long leverage trades that were here. I got back long on the daily time frame. I got back long at the bottom here, closed the trade here, got back long again at this blue line. It's been sensational year. It's been a sensational year. The only position that's not fully locked and loaded long right now, and I actually have some more capital as well that I want to get in, but the bot is still short, as Tone said, to today's price, 48,533. That would flip it. That would be a losing trade, but that's just one part of the portfolio is black box, and I don't mind taking a small hit on black box. We came off a winning trade. The position just rolls over, ongoing forever, and over time, it absolutely wins. We didn't know what was going to happen here. The bot acted, it went short, and now it'll flip long again if we could come up and crack through here. It's a V-shaped bottom, which I absolutely said on the show that I did not expect a V-shaped bottom. I thought that we could get stuck in consolidation for a time. I wasn't absolutely convinced we were going to V-shaped bottom it, but I'm bloody excited that it looks like we have. I'm very excited because the majority of my portfolio is locked and loaded long. I'm jacked. I'm jacked to the tits, if anyone gets the reference of that. Yep. we came up on the 9 on the 4 hour. We keep going long. We're above every moving average. I don't have anything to say. We are locked and loaded long. 3-day time frame above every moving average. Weekly above every moving average in the right order. Monthly above every moving average in the right order. I love it. I love it. It's more interesting, Tone, and I'll pose this question to you. You said you've already put a really good, actually, I'd love to see what the MRI support and resistance, where's your 59 here? 59,174 is your MRI support and resistance on the monthly. That's a little bit higher than the box that you put in on the weekly time frame for the halving. But in this position that we're in right now, I don't really see any resistance above. I don't see any resistance above. I'm not convinced. It doesn't mean we're going to go straight up forever, but I don't see in my analytics on alphanumerics, as soon as we break that wave and we turn green, every single time frame across the board is bullish. And I will stay in those trades as long as possible. There's nothing for me to do. There's nothing for me to do. What do you see? Do you see anything above us there's a cause for resistance?
You know, ever since I converted my official monthly chart into a linear chart with a projection, I have not been paying attention to what the candles look like, nor what the MRI looks like on that chart. Also, for this particular chart, I happen to be using, why isn't my MRI showing anything? Is it working? It is. I must have turned off the.
Yeah, it is showing.
lines.
You've just got them turned off. Yeah.
No, I must have turned off the support resistance lines. Why are they still not showing? Interesting. Yeah, it's not showing up for some reason. And I'm also using BLX, not the index here. So, yeah, it's a little peculiar why that MRI resistance line is not showing me right now. But I didn't see it. Like you're showing it to me now, and it's sitting at 59. So I think there isn't much difference between 59 and 57.5. So even without seeing that line, I had us going as high as that line. So it's possible. Here is the MRI on a monthly scale. I'm gonna add the numbers, which I'm also display trend numbers. Hopefully that works. That's working. And yeah, we're halfway through. So the monthly MRI top looks like it's going to come in soon after the halving. But if we pump a lot, see the fifth candle of the MRI trend is super important. The closer to a doji candle the fifth candle is, the easier it is to make an MRI top. Because if this candle runs away with the price, it becomes very, very hard because then you pull back and then the final candle needs to break the close of, the close of the fifth candle. So I am hoping that this month the price doesn't run away with it. But if it runs away with it next month, we're going to get that monthly MRI top regardless, because as long as the fifth candle is not too crazy to the upside. So everything seems to be falling in line. Also on a monthly scale, I do really like the Heikin-Ashi version of the charts. Again, I prefer using the index for this. Maybe I can go to my weekly chart and do it there. And we're also on the fifth candle. Let me put this back on linear. Let me go back to removing this. Not sure why the MRI support resistance line was not displaying. Let me go to the weekly. Let me flip the weekly chart to a monthly chart. And there it is. I don't know why it wasn't displaying on the other chart. So yeah,
the
it's
box
right
is
there.
relevant.
Yeah.
Relevant.
It's right in that vicinity. I did not even know that, but it's right in that vicinity. Here is another thing. When you pulled up the monthly chart, I found one more thing really, really fascinating. On a monthly chart, assuming the month closes at current price, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the fourth highest monthly close in the history of Bitcoin. And as crazy as it sounds, people are disappointed at this and how weak Bitcoin has been.
It's unbelievable, and it's absolutely true. The sentiment is, it's well, you know that fantastic old chart that they have of the stock market trends where they go up in cycles. I think we're hitting that disbelief zone where people haven't come to terms with it yet. From 17 to 47, or lower, 15 to 47. So many people haven't come to terms with any of it yet. They haven't got their head around what they went through the year prior. All of the new people in the old G's are all rock, ready to rock. But yeah, this is exciting. This is when you sit back and when I'm looking at my charts before, this is the point I want to get to where there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. We can clear out of the trades when it goes lower and we start doing something lower. But when I love to be fully locked and loaded when things taken off and there's nothing to do except sit back and crack a beer. It's my favorite time. It doesn't happen very often.
On a day like today,
Look
I
at
can
that.
see on a day
No
like
way.
today,
We're getting a
this
10K candle. 10K candle.
we'll get there. I think this bull market will be topping when you get like a 10K daily candle. I think it's coming sometime during the current bull run. Sometime in the next 6 to 9 months, there's going to be a day where Bitcoin goes up 10K.
There is.
It might be from 85 to 95, but I think there's a day is coming where it goes up $10,000. The liquidity just won't be there. And these are the Bitcoin ETFs. And on a day like today, they can go into a positive premium. And they have to scramble and buy additional Bitcoin. And that just drives the whole market higher. Now, keep in mind, this will all reverse in the bear market, and these ETFs will drive the price lower. So I can definitely see an environment where this bull run goes significantly higher than expected because of all the Bitcoin ETFs. But with all the Bitcoin ETFs, we mostly mean BlackRock and Fidelity. So I can definitely see us going way higher than we should. But remember, this time around, there is no GBTC that locks Bitcoin in and never sells them on the open market. This time around, when the market eventually turns and goes bearish, these ETFs are going to contribute to the selling. So the downside could also be a lot nastier than in prior bear cycles. So let's see.
But is it really retail buying the ETFs, or is it funds and whatnot that aren't prone to mass fluctuation the same way retail is?
It's no, it's both actually. I'm not going to say retail is mostly contributing. I think it's 50-50 between retail and institutional. Lots of institutions are still scared of Bitcoin. Lots of retail wants to use Bitcoin. It probably took retail a week or two to get out of Vanguard and some of the other big retail firms that weren't allowing you to trade these ETFs. It takes a while to move your money from one brokerage to another because of all the regulation. And these people probably, pulled money out of those institutions, opened other brokerage accounts, and finally got to buy the Bitcoin ETFs. So that could slightly be contributing.
Did Vanguard take a hit after their announcement that they're staying away from Bitcoin? Has it moved at all?
100%. I know they took a hit. I mean, they're gonna have to change their policy sooner or later. I know I got a friend that pulled the money out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, what if a big institution did that because they wanted to get into Bitcoin? So that could be delaying. That could be addition into it. But yeah, these ETFs, they buy Bitcoin in real time and they'll sell Bitcoin in real time.
Fantastic. Let's put our trade on. Let's wind it up because I got another show to do immediately after. As Tone sneezes and I vamp for a second. Sorry, mate. I'm not supposed to tell people that.
All right.
Let's do the trade. What are we gonna do?
Oh boy.
Shoot.
I have no idea.
Oh boy. Me too.
I'm gonna have to think about this one.
You can go 10x short, see what happens.
Oh God. So all right, let me think about this. See, again, this is a very, very tough position here.
Yeah.
I still think this thing needs to pull back to the mean. Wow. And oh boy, you got short trade ready?
No, but keep in mind, we don't open till Monday. You forgot that last time.
We don't open till Monday, huh? All right. Well, in that case,
What's the price? What's the starting
the
price?
price is 47.4.
Mm-hmm.
I think the market's gonna cool off. I'm gonna raise my leverage to 2, and I'm gonna double down on the short. Matt, off to you.
So funny. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna come back into Zoom. Yeah, that's hilarious. All right, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock. I'll have to get screen share for a sec, time.
Oh, my bad. I
You
also
know,
really like like in this trading contest, I kind of like going against my actual position. So if I'm wrong for the show, I'm happy because I'm making money. And if I'm losing money, at least I'm beating you in the show contest.
the two trades I put on in real life, I did exactly the same thing. I was short in the trading competition and I went long in real life. And it was that same thinking. It's like, well, I'll come in happy at one point. So for one reason or another. All right, here we go. No more.
I just think it's going up too far too fast. I'm happy holding my actual long positions, but in this contest, because there's so much dynamic, there is the weekend involved. There is the I have to do a better trade than you. All this stuff. So which way you going, long or short?
2x leverage long.
All
Don't swim
right,
against the tide. Never
all
swim
right.
against the tide, Tone. Rule 1. Great show. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. I hate saying that. I'm always tongue-tied. Please, if you're interested in trading and you want to trade yourself and you want to leverage trade, please use the affiliate links we have in the below. 2bit's a fantastic exchange. Please look into it. Wink, wink, look into it. Please go to tonevase.com. Please go to alphanumerics.com and have a wonderful weekend. Go Bitcoin. Thank you, Tone.
Bye, guys.